My guest, Congressman Joe Walsh, 8th District, Republican, Tea Party elected. Do we have an environment that companies can thrive?
Oh, my God, we're dying out there. There was some guest on the show right before I came on, said it's not that bad. It's not that bad of a number. We're doing okay. They don't get it, Rick. And we get so down into the frickin' weeds. The country right now is dying. It's like we got everything's sitting on top of us out here.
Well, I guess you're going to need my fiddle because, yes, we watch the Nero's fiddling. Let's forget politics a minute, Congressman. Here's what I want to know. When I look at today's jobs report, the first thing that jumps out at me is the higher the level of education, the lower the level of unemployment. Thoughts?
Oh, God, yeah. You need an educated population to get to work. But right now, we don't have that. And right now, I got to tell you, Rick, small businesses are dying.
Well, stop. Let's stop there. Let's keep it on track. You know where I live. I live not too far from your district.
Yeah.
I'm an Illinois resident. I pay a lot in property taxes. We pay a boatload. Where's that money supposed to go?
Oh, God, no.
No, is it supposed to go to education?
The lion's share is supposed to go to education.
Okay, so let me stop you right there. Okay, the big threat is that you are extreme. And you don't compromise, okay? Now, I get my tax bill, and I pay probably close to $1,000 a month. Yeah. That goes to education. Yeah. So my question is, the lack of compromises, raising taxes versus spending cuts. Why in God's name, when I'm already paying a boatload, the education isn't keeping unemployment down, why should we compromise on things like taxes? Tell me.
We're $16 trillion in debt. That's about $1 million on the head of every taxpayer in this country. We didn't get that way because Washington fought. We got that way because Washington got along. Republicans and Democrats, they sort of held each other's hands and said, I want to get reelected. And to do that, they kept promising people things. And now 40 to 50 years later, we have a government we can't afford, and our kids and our grandkids are screwed, and this administration doesn't get it. We got to get government out of our way.
The previous administration didn't really get it either. And hold on a minute. Now, I don't agree with Austin Goolsbee. What I don't agree with is that, you know, if somebody shoots me 40 times, I would think that the coroner isn't going to say, well, let me bullet number 3 that killed him, bullet number 7 that killed him, or bullet number 10. The fact is you're dead. We need to move beyond this, okay? Bush didn't do great, was spending a lot of money, a lot of bad accountability there.
No, both parties.
So let's get down to it. Tell me a solution. Tell me what these voters are supposed to do in November to stop the gridlock, but not the gridlock on spending versus taxing. What we really need is to shuffle the deck.
Oh, absolutely. Rick, this is not just an election. Look, nothing is going to happen between now and November, and it shouldn't. This country has to get up off its butt and decide what kind of country they want in November. And either they want everybody sucking off of government and we will tip over, or they want a free society, you know what, Rick, where you and I are responsible for our own lives. This country needs to make that decision this November.
I understand, and some people sometimes need help. I get that. We went through a horrible crisis. But you know what bugs me? When you start giving help, it needs to have a sunset. We all have helped people in our lives. We've all had relatives. These things need to sunset. When people that are less fortunate get really used to a little bit of help coming in the form of money, food stamps, whatever it is, it's very difficult to extract that. How can we help them, but help them in a way where we don't need to keep handing money?
Well, the problem is you don't get to keep very much of your money now. It used to be in this country where you make a buck, you get to keep 90 cents of that. And you know what, Rick? The deal was then you take care of your family, you take care of your parents when they get old, you start a business. Now you make that buck, it's not your money. The government takes about 60 cents of it, and you said the hell with it. Government's going to take care of everybody. It weakens all of us.
Well, all I know is that there's a model for what you're describing doesn't work. It's called Europe. My opinion, what this election's about is, do we want to sing Como Talez-vous, or do we want to sing God Bless America? Carl, back to you.
Speaking of Como Talez-vous,